Oh, we just got back from the theater. We watched Avatar 2, The Way of Water. Alright, I guess, is it Avatar 2 or just Avatar Way of Water?
I think we stopped doing numbers with Iron Man. I think that was the last film series to do numbers.
Eh.
And now we're just having colons now for all our titles.
So these are from the Avatar toy line from McFarlane Toys. But these are from the first movie called Avatar, not The Way of Water. They actually don't have any Way of Water toys out.
Yeah, right now.
Strangely, because me think you'd want to. Because I saw a lot of toys in that movie.
Yeah, they may be coming out. They may be not wanting to do spoilers right now, so maybe they're just waiting a bit before they come out with I don't know, the whale toy.
Yeah. The rogue whale
Yeah.
that had to learn how to kill again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this it didn't say how long exactly it takes place after first Avatar did it.
All his kids are teenagers though, so it's
Yeah.
probably about the same amount of time as the actual movies.
Yeah, it was like what 14 years since the first one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Jake Sully comes back as Jake Sully as the Avatar Jake Sully.
I think his hair's bigger though in this movie.
Yeah, he's got the big cornrows now.
Yeah.
So I'll just cut this part out or something. See, it comes with a stand like they always do. And if you can see, they like to strap down their figures to make sure they don't escape.
Well, this looks like it's one of their 12-inch figures, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like the what do you call these guys? The Na'vi are all like the 12-inch guys, but then the normal people are like the smaller like 6-inch toys.
Yeah, because
So they sort of use perspective, I guess, with the toys too.
Because like in the movie, the Navis are like 12 feet tall,
Yeah.
or maybe 7 feet or whatever.
So they use two different toy sizes, I guess.
Yeah. Come on. Over there. Come on.
Doesn't want to come out. No. No. Oh.
Well, you have to be rebirthed.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, his feet are tied down
Taped.
too.
Oh no. We gotta cut those two, I think.
No, they sure don't make it easy to cut these
Nope.
plastic ties. That's one. Come on. Ah. Oh, did I break the feet?
Nope.
No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, so we got Sully. What's his face? What was it?
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully
So,
with his bow and arrow, which is like the size of a spear to the humans.
yeah, I guess my main takeaway from this whole movie is that it's actually sequel-wise. It actually does what a good sequel does. It really like advances like the world and everything, and adds new characters. But it's kind of long and boring anyway.
Oh, they're stuck together. The arrow and the bow are fused together. You can't separate them.
What did you think? What's your overall impression? Start with that.
Overall, if you like the first one, I guess you'll like this one. I mean, I don't think they really made any improvements on it.
Well, what I found kind of interesting is that with this sequel, they sort of did all the different kind of human avatar hybrids you could have. So they have like a human who became fully avatar. They have a human that still uses an avatar machine with its avatar. That's I think his scientist friend from the first movie.
Yeah.
Then they have like an avatar baby born from an avatar who became a full avatar and avatar to create like a hybrid avatar human baby that's fully avatar. And then they have like some weird hybrid. They have like 2 hybrid human avatars, don't they?
Yeah.
Like varying degrees of like humanness, I guess.
And like a straight up just human kid.
Yeah, who's
was
like
apparently they had a baby in the first movie that was just left there.
Yeah, well, Jake Sully just left his kid there apparently. Or no, he died, but apparently had a kid the entire time he was
Just off-screen kid.
yeah.
That was just.
I don't really mind that too much though.
I don't know. It seems kind of
Because
weird.
I'm glad I didn't have to deal with him in the first movie, and it was interesting enough in the second one.
Well, yeah, I guess they sort of did stuff with him like, being human, like how the Neytiri,
Oh,
his wife hates the human kid.
yeah. But I think it does everything like it checks marks all the things like a proper sequel should do anyway. I think I saw more of like real sequel stuff in it. Yes, I'll let you open that.
Okay.
You don't have to be quiet. I don't.
Did I get all the? Didn't get all the. Okay.
Where's her monster?
I didn't get those because those were crazily expensive.
So I thought you said you got all of them, but I guess there's.
No. Well, I'm calling it the full set.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
I don't want to buy any more.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's good.
I guess this one I can't return, can I?
I don't know.
Well, this is from the theater. Well, whatever.
Oh, the theory, yeah. Well, that one's just the $130 one, though.
Yeah, these three. So these 3 I got from Walmart. This is what I got from the theater. Like they were selling action figures of the movie at the theater on a stand.
Yeah, they have whenever they have like any sort of movie, basically they have the McFarlane toy version of it there at the Landmark.
Yeah, they had the Batman there too.
Yeah.
Which I got.
Well, we showed that in our Batman review, the Batman review back in March,
Yeah, that you should go back and watch,
100 times over.
or at least what was it, 1,000? No, I think it was like 10,000 hours or 1,000 hours viewed. No, whatever. Just so I can monetize.
Oh, we need 1,000 hours of people watching to monetize. Yes.
Or not. But yeah, anyway, so what it was.
All right, so we said our basic initial impression. I said, yeah, it did stuff what the sequel should do. What do we do? Sort of a quick synopsis then?
Yeah.
So yeah, in this movie, they basically they end the first Avatar by kicking all the humans off, and then they just basically undo that by just having humans show up again. But they do add more to the humans because now the humans are coming back with their own avatars. With their own avatars that they don't even use an avatar machine with, where they're clones of dead humans, basically,
Yeah,
made
'cause-
into avatars.
The Colonel Evil comes back
Yeah, as an avatar.
as an avatar, and he's not really any different.
No. But it hides the fact that he would be 13 years older, though. The
Yes.
actor. Because the actor was probably already 50 then, so he's probably like 70 now, right?
That's true.
If he was like 58 when he shot the first one. Yeah, and I think, so Sigourney Weaver, I checked it out. She plays her own immaculately concepted daughter, basically. Yeah, that was another Avatar thing of Avatar that's born without a father.
Right. Yeah. Yes, there was a whole. They did a whole like recap, a voiceover recap of everything that happened in between the movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So these two, they had their kids, and then Sigourney Weaver somehow, her avatar somehow had a kid, too.
Yeah.
For some reason, which I guess we'll get to in the.
And I guess did they just like plop out one day? I guess from the comatose avatar. Oh, now there's two avatars in this tank suddenly.
Well, they had to have.
Yeah, yeah.
It was completely inert, or was completely unusable.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like shouldn't it like die if its host or it brain?
Well, I guess it
double
doesn't have its own brain,
recall.
so it just sort of it's just.
Or couldn't it just like live on its own even if it's what would you call it, the symbiote, your brain symbiote or whatever
That could be the next movie.
leaves, or could it just
Yeah.
Anyway, so and also they made sure to tell you like how great it is on Navi World, like how like it's an absolute paradise now with everything, like the provides everything for them. There's no disease, no starvation, just no natural disasters. So
There's no animals eating other animals.
yeah, that doesn't happen
Yeah.
anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, so life is all perfect. Then the evil humans arrive again.
Yeah. Well, if they really need that unobtainium... Well, actually, this time it wasn't the unobtainium. They had a new thing they were after.
Yeah, they didn't say anything at all about unobtainium.
Yeah.
Like the reason they were there in the first place.
Well, I guess, yeah, because they're getting, like, some sort of anti-aging thing from the whale brains.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's sort of, like, the thing that justifies them, I guess, being so aggressive, basically, of taking things over. Because they don't really tell you, like, what the what do you call it, what the people think about what's going on, you know, like what's Reddit saying in the future about this. Are Redditors like, oh, we should save the Navi, or we should take everything? Like, what's the mood on Earth, basically?
So I think this movie is like less realistic than the first one. Because like even in the first one, at least they sort of had like a passing passing line about how the people back on Earth wouldn't like, or it's bad press to kill off the native population for the resources on Earth. So.
Yeah.
But here, I guess they just don't care at all.
Well, they control the news a lot more if it takes 6 years to get any information back. They could basically, if it takes 6 years to get any kind of information back, that you could you could do anything. You'd actually probably become like an independent power eventually over there.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do what.
Like if humans eventually took over Pandora, like the Europeans took over North America, they could, just like the U.S., break away because they're so far away. Why did they need to?
They're powerful enough. Like they could do what every colony has ever done, has done, and just become independent.
Yeah.
And yeah, here's Colonel Evil.
But basically, so I wonder how they're going to advance this story, because the humans are still there by the end of the movie, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they already shot the sequel too, I read. And because basically, like, it's going to be, I would say it's all over for the Navi as soon as the second kid is born there, and they sort of create like an actual colony where people live there permanently.
Yeah. Wait, didn't they say something about because Earth is dying, so now they have to
And that
colonize
sounds like that's the
Navi
actual
world.
plan too, as well. Is like they need a new world, sort of like what do you call it, in Interstellar style.
Yeah.
So like basically, like they're dealing with people who are just as desperate as they are to survive now. So that's probably how it's going to, the story's going to advance.
Yeah, here's all the.
But yes, we got our tiny colonel here, who does come back as an avatar this time. Pandora apparently was like the most dangerous place in the universe in the first movie.
Yeah.
And then they go to the ocean place, and it feels like as long as you're in the safety area, everything's fine, you know? There's not the same sense of danger I thought in the first movie. I watched the first movie again, and the first half is pretty good for giving you, like, a sense of an alien world.
Yeah.
And actually, my favorite part of that movie was when we were seeing all, like, the human technology and how they were using it.
Yeah, like the big mech suits.
Yeah, and it was kind of... They put in a lot of detail, actually, in the human tech in the first movie.
Yeah.
There's not as much human tech in this one because it's not as much about the human stuff, I guess, in this movie. But yeah, he comes back and then his non-clone. He watches himself on a monitor, his old self on a monitor, and he says, "Kill Jake Sully," because obviously he's the one who killed me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know when this happened in the movie actually. Like at what point was he like certain Jake Sully was going to kill him?
Might be a second here. Tape.
So I think they use their creatures a lot more in this movie too, I think. There's a lot more relationships with them. See, like the new main creature, I guess, are these smart whales that you can do sign language with and talk to them.
Oh yeah, they have super intelligent whales now.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how do you determine if it's something super intelligent? Like they were just saying stuff. I felt like in the movie, like
Well, it has more neurons.
just like it was like they were waving it away with almost like science magic. You know, it's like
Yes.
it has more feeling receptors than the normal feeling receptor brain. You know. It's more creative because all the receptors.
Well, it feels.
There's a higher resolution brain. It feels more somehow, you know? Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Surprised they didn't make it psychic.
Oh, I have this backwards. Yeah. But, yeah, apparently their brain matter stops aging.
And they just leave the rest to waste. They're basically
Like the buffalo.
Yeah, they're the buffalo of the sea.
Oh, yeah, and I think James Cameron may have actually liked this movie more than the first one, too, because this was a sea movie, and I think he likes the sea better than the forest.
Yeah, he's like an ocean guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot more creature stuff, I think, in this one than the other Avatar, anyway.
Yeah, they focus a lot more on the kids.
Oh, yeah, more on the kids as well,
Yeah,
which is fine, I guess. I guess because they'd be the ones who have to deal with the consequences of the decisions of their parents there.
yeah, kind of like Game of Thrones.
Well, that and the fact that, you know, they were all born the way they were born without any choice, you know. They're a new generation that's meant to, you know, sort of like create a new species almost. Like they're really tasked with something huge by their parents, basically.
I think I'm gonna need pliers for this.
Oh, to cut the
Yeah, this is a bigger one. It needs pliers. See, it has stronger plastic on it. Plastic zip ties on it.
Alright, I'll grab the pliers.
Yeah, this is a big one. You can see a lot of detail on these. It's like the McFarlanes are known for, like McFarlane Toys is known for having a lot of detail in their figures. Lots of posability too, because see, it's got all the double hinge joints or double jointed hinges, and like the multiple hands and stuff to do like poses. If you're a creative person, you can do like a bunch of poses. But oh, and the tail is like, it's like a very soft plastic. Doesn't really pose. It's just sort of
I'm gonna take this.
one static. You know. What it is, you can spin it though. Yeah. See the attack mode. Like a cat. It's big as for peacetime. But yeah.
Okay, I hope I'm not breaking it. I have it almost cut. Scissors may finish it off.
There you
How much was the mech suit?
It's like $60-$70.
Okay, so that was a lot more than the. So was the sergeant guy or Colonel Miles?
Yeah,
was
these
he-
were like $30.
Yeah. I guess we can keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that the humans are back, Jake has to take his family, has to abandon his tribe and run away to the ocean tribe.
Yeah, and they just sort of say, "Oh, and now Jimmy's the leader. I'm gone."
Yeah.
Forget the last movie, I guess. Or they might be back in part 3, I suppose.
Yeah, they set it up like he's gonna come back and fight the humans who are trying to save their race, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, mech dude.
Ah.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got some dirt on his legs because they go in the dirt.
It comes with like the big knife and an adulterated hand, like an open hand. To give high fives, I guess.
Now I'm going to assume that this is meant for our colonel. If I can find a way to open this guy.
Yeah, I was assuming that opened up.
It looks like there's something there. I'm not sure how it works. I'll let you try, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the. Looks like you can just open it up. Is there a release or something?
Yeah, it looks like on the side window there might be a little weird thing there that you have to do something with.
Well, there's no instruction manual.
Uh,
Oh, it has a black glow.
yeah, those they have giant guns, but they're sort of like almost normal size for the Navi, though.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what all the Navi clones are. They have big like machine guns. You put on like a truck or something.
Yeah.
They're all like mounted machine guns.
Yeah, they actually don't see very many of these mechs in this movie.
No, because they're going with the Avatar clones.
Yeah, but you do see that the big evil ship has these little crab machines now, and and they also have like these exosuits that are kind of like these things but without the armor.
Because it's more surfing themed, it's Australian bad guys this time, not American. Although Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords is a scientist in this movie, but he has like an American accent or something. So for some reason they were allowed one Australian, but having like an Australian and a New Zealander, that would be too much, too many weird accents, so they just stuck with one. And, well, no, it's still two weird accents, because whatever he's doing, it's not very good. Jamie Clement.
Yeah. And then yeah, so the evil clone of the evil Colonel.
He's got a
going-
southern accent.
Yeah, but he wants to. He has a vendetta against Jake now, and again he's using.
Oh, have we given up on opening this?
No, I can't figure it out.
See, like, there's this little thing here on the side. Almost like it's an inconvenient thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, maybe you sort of squeeze it? 'Cause it looks like there's, like, pins there. Maybe you squeeze it. There we go.
There,
So you squeeze him to open him up.
there you go.
And we're sort of assuming that he's going to fit in here.
Yeah, well, it should. This is
So it looks like he's meant to stand, actually, in this specific toy. But I don't know how to, like... It just sort of flops over, though.
there you go. They're good enough.
So yeah, like, they bond with the flying monsters for life, but I guess you can have more than one bonded animal because they bond with, like, 2 other sea creatures, I think,
Yeah,
as you go along into this movie.
yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, because like he's. I mean, Jake here too. Like, he had like the big mountain dragon thing,
Yeah, he conquered, like, the big guy, yeah, in the first movie.
and also now he also has like a sea creature, like a crocodile shark thing.
Yeah.
I was like, how does his dragon feel about that?
Um,
Like spending all this time with these other monsters.
Maybe he doesn't even know that Jake left.
Man.
But yeah, because... Oh yeah, and also it seems like they're sort of setting up the Colonel to almost be like a Darth Vader here. Because he's got his, like, son, right? Who's, like, part of the good guys, and he's always, like... And he bonded, like, correctly with one of the monsters as well, right?
Yes.
He's like, oh... you're going to shoot him? Well, Jake Sully didn't shoot him. He didn't need a gun. And he's like, what? Jake Sully didn't need a gun? Well, I'll do it just like he did the hard way. And he bonds with an animal. So he's actually like, I guess, interacting with the world and culture. So it sounds like he's being set up to become a ultimate good guy in the end, probably.
Yeah.
He'll probably sacrifice himself for his son or something.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did that. Like he was exchanged hostages for his son.
Yeah, but he's going to have to, like, throw the Emperor over the precipice, though, or something at the end. Throw over Riavano Giobisi, or whatever his name was. The actor from the first movie. He had a cameo in this one.
Huh?
What's the director, the general manager of Pandora from the first movie. He had a cameo in this movie.
Oh.
If you remember when the Colonel is making the video for his clone.
Oh, right. Right, because they had to like catch up his clone on the story so far.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get his real name here.
I guess it's better than like how they did with Loki, where he just like sort of.
Giovanni Ribisi, yeah, he has a little cameo. Oh yeah, Edie Falco from Sopranos and everything else has a little character base. She has like 3 scenes. She'll hopefully be used more in the next one.
And where are we? Yeah, so they are now at the Water Tribe place.
Oh yeah, so they had to run off to the Water Tribe, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's where they sort of just stay there for a while.
Oh yeah, so we didn't watch this in 3D, and I wonder how much of a difference that makes, because it feels like if you're just watching it not 3D, there's not a whole lot of like new shots or angles in this movie, but I'm wondering like if the water particles are different in 3D, if you'd really notice being in water more, because it just felt like they were floating through nothing.
Maybe.
And I think that's how they solved the water problem, because if whenever you film underwater, it's always boring because you move too slowly. But I think they just made them move regular wise, basically,
Yeah.
like they weren't underwater.
Yeah. Then they have like family dramas with like the one son who's like, I want to be a warrior, Dad. He's like, no, you can't be a warrior.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's right.
your son. And he's like, his son has like his older brother's son who's like, stop trying to be a warrior, you younger brother. And like, oh, you don't let me do any warrioring. And then it's like, you older son, you take care of younger son. And younger son, don't get your older son killed. Or your younger son, don't get your older brother killed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it did feel like he was kind of extraneous, almost like he was meant to die. Because, like, whenever he showed up, he's like, wait, what's your point? Because we have the half Navi, half human. We have the human, but you're just like a Navi. Like, there's nothing really special about you. And he doesn't really have a character either, does he?
yeah, wait, this is the younger brother. This is the human Navi. Or
Yeah,
human,
well, do you have Luigi then for?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah. We saw the Mario trailer, though, in this movie.
Oh yeah. I hate Chris Pratt in that. There was
He says, let's do this,
I know.
under his breath before he
He
does.
did not do a very good job in that. Like the few lines that we heard of him, it was not very good.
I don't know if it was ever going to be.
Well, no, I mean him versus like a professional voice actor.
Oh, yeah, who actually knows how to do the medium, yeah.
Yeah, like it was really bad. Like I would accept him if he can like voice act very well, but it didn't. And but anyway, this is Avatar.
Yeah.
We'll review Mario when it comes out.
Oh, yeah, I guess the other thing is, probably people have better eyes than me, but I watched the first Avatar last night, and I feel like unless there's like subtle differences and you're like a person who knows 3D special effects, I feel like they look almost exactly the same. Like, no, they don't feel more textured or anything. They seem exactly the same from 2009.
Yeah.
They don't feel any more real than they did in 2009. And they didn't feel real at all. They felt like a cartoon in 2009, and they still feel like a cartoon.
Well, I guess because they really are, pretty much are.
But the point is, when you're doing a movie like this, is for them to not look like a cartoon.
But anyway, then they're at the water place, and then a whole new movie starts right in the middle of this movie.
Yeah, because then they really shift
Where
over to
like
the kids.
the middle or the younger son makes friends with a rogue whale who is sad because he got all his friends killed, so he refuses to kill now, and so the boy has to teach the whale how to kill again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they can fight the evil humans when they come for them. And
Oh yeah, they do a whole like few. I guess it is a little interesting if you're into whaling, because you get like a futuristic version of whale. It's almost like Moby Dick actually, where they do like where in Moby Dick they go through like they'll describe entirely how you hunt down a whale. They don't go through the processing though in this one
yeah,
as much. Well, they do actually. They do process it, don't they, for its brain matter.
yeah, they just like take the brain matter and leave the rest to waste.
So it is very Moby Dick like, I guess, where they do like a whole, here's the hunt, here's what we do with it afterwards sort of thing. They have like a Massachusetts sleigh ride too, I guess, when I don't know if that's what they actually call it, but whenever you harpoon a whale, then you just sort of, you just keep it stuck, the harpoon stuck in them, and then they take you on a ride on your ship.
Yeah,
Back in the day, and then it tires out, and that's when you get on a boat and you stab it to death. And that's sort of what they did in the movie as well.
but yeah. So yeah, it turns into like a boy and his whale movie for a little while, with more montages of swimming.
And they just sign language with them too, and they can talk to each
Yeah.
other like they're just people.
They have like super intelligent whales. They can hold like conversations, like actual conversations with their, I guess, paired Navi.
I guess they do
Water
music
Navi.
as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how they're intelligent,
Yeah.
because they make music. and they have lots of neurons.
So do computers.
Yeah. And yeah, we sort of have like a teen drama where the new kids get bullied by the the uh, the 80s villain, or where they get bullied by the 80s bullies of
Yeah.
the tribe. And well, yeah, and there's like the glowing microbes in the water, like when you like swish your hand around in the water, it sort of glows. Oh yeah, and they the 80s bullies take the younger son out to go hunt, but they tricked him and they left him there, and then he gets attacked by a shark.
Yeah, that's how he
Shark.
finds his friendly whale.
Yeah. Then then he gets always a bigger fish by the whale, the super intelligent whale.
You know what? I had a random thought while I was watching this. Like all these avatars, they run around all the time, so they're very fit. But I wonder if we're ever going to see like a fat avatar, like where they just
No.
they can't exercise or something. They just get fat.
Well, no, because it's a paradise fantasy world. So
Well, no, because you could have like the human ones, because maybe they just like, like they're allowed to retire at some point, I'm sure. So they become like the avatar clones can become lazy. They start eating like human food and human pizza, and they just become fat avatars. Because there must be fat avatars. These must be like slim avatars. Like if they were given a couch and a bag of potato chips, they'd probably get a lot fatter.
no, they don't. They don't eat all that awful human food.
Well, that's
They
why you gotta
use
wait a
the-
couple generations.
They use like the fantasy world, Navi world plants that keep you thin and athletic,
Yeah,
because it's like a fantasy paradise world.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because actually the first movie and the first bit, it was actually good for a sense of danger. In this movie, it didn't feel.
yeah.
But maybe that wasn't the point, because now, like, I guess the humans or the avatar humans are the real danger.
Yeah, it's like how come they're not like struggling? There's like no one there who's struggling to survive with. Like apparently there's like no natural disasters at all, so the crops always come in perfectly, and so they're always well fed, so no one's ever starving. And no
Do they
one-
do crops? I don't remember. I don't think I noticed any crops anytime. Aren't they all just hunter gatherers?
So are they just carnivores then? So I know they eat fish and stuff. So
Well, maybe their bodies are designed for not just animals, I guess.
I guess
to
that
be
make more
carnivores.
sense. That if they were carnivores, like the way they act,
Yeah.
and I guess how they're like designed, like a very like thin end and like very fast and nimble. So
I don't know why
they'd
they
be more
couldn't.
like predators, and they have like good ears and noses.
I think they could be omnivores as well,
Yeah.
just like humans. But I don't know. Yeah,
Sounds
and so
bad dialogue. Got talking whales.
and Sigourney Weaver came back again, but now
Oh yeah.
now she took a role from a young actress and and made herself up. But it works a lot better than say Robert De Niro playing a 30-year-old in what's that movie called, The Irishman?
Yeah.
Because they make him try to look like a 30-year-old Robert De Niro. At least here she's alien that looks like a kid, so it doesn't look weird.
Right. And yeah. But yeah. So
But like obviously they processed her voice through a vocoder or something to make her sound like a kid.
yeah, and also they're like the the Sigourney Weaver child. They sort of set up a thing where if they have an underwater great tree thing, that if they set up that if she connects to it again, she'll have a seizure. Because she gets like a seizure the first time she does it again, she will die.
Yeah. Well, obviously she's supposed to be the savior or something, because like James Cameron is all about the visual stuff. Like the story part, if it's cliched, I think he's okay with it, because that's not the point. The point is the action, really.
Yeah, like they have her like she's like more in tune with the nature god.
Yeah.
That she can commune with it. She can use the plants as a mech suit.
But actually, says the scientist Avatar, it's just epilepsy. It's none of this silly mystical stuff. It's just regular science. Because we
believing in silly gods and things is a sign of being insane.
Well, we learned in the last movie though that the world is literally like all life is literally connected. Like you can observe it scientifically of all life being connected on Pandora. So like, and this is like the first human Avatar hybrid. Like you have no idea how that brain works anyway.
Yeah.
Actually that's probably a pretty huge assumption to say that's epilepsy or anything at all.
Yeah, like didn't they do any kind of studying of like they imagine like they would have like just studied how the human brain works with the Na'vi brain.
Well, this would be a lot like Jurassic Park, where if this was real life, most of these creatures would all be falling apart and dying horrible deaths, and
yes,
we would have gone through like a million different Avatar clones before we got to these guys.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not part of the story, so we're just sort of rushing that bit. Because obviously, like, they would be glitched up. Like, every Avatar clone would probably be insane. Because that's basically when they're doing, like, the Avatar clones, that's man messing with nature, and we're not smart enough to get all the glitches correct.
Yeah. And, in the military, in this one, like, they just...
Well, I guess they're sort of like the British East India Company. They're like a corporate army.
Well, it's just like of course they have to fight the natives again, but it's just like this one was like far more one-sided than it was.
It's far more abstract too.
Or one-sided than it was from the first movie.
Well, this was obviously just part one of a two-part movie. Like what we saw was just the end of the first act of this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
like the big story beat's going to happen in the next one.
I mean, it's like, did they learn nothing from the last time they fought the Na'vis? Like, why not put like a stronger glass on their helicopters or something?
Yeah, just that.
Or just
like get arrow-proof helicopters.
Because like they know they have flying dragons, so like maybe watch out for those.
Well, yeah, and they all just use like human weapons as well, like the Avatar clones. Like it's only the Colonel who tries to use the body properly. Yeah. Like if you have the ability to control a gigantic beast, wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to, like it would save money on building another mech suit for your Avatar. Like the weapons are right there.
Yeah. Just like do what the Na'vis do, use the nature against them.
Yeah.
Like why don't the humans try to take over the nature? Because they have the Avatar bodies now, so they can use those to like try to bend the world to their will.
But we always assume we're like super smart and logical. It's actually when you get up to like the higher ups, a lot of them are pretty stupid and they don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, but I mean like just even like the people on the ground, like they should have figured out like. Watch out for the dragons.
Well, they don't have, yeah. But they don't have like the pull to get like better tech though from their bosses.
Well, they can like develop different tech. It's I think like how the one was on the like just flying up in the sky while they were like was
actually
hiding in the clouds.
For this one, it sounds like because it's not like the full military like the last one going after them. It's just this contingent of Avatar clones, and they get a detachment of Navy guys.
Oh yeah, I guess these are just like whalers.
Yeah, so they're
really,
it's not like it's not as huge as the first movie. I guess.
It's not really soldiers or anything. So I guess.
And they're more sailors than soldiers, I guess. This was really just like the middle part of a movie, the climax of this one.
Yeah. And the Australian guy who was the boat captain for the evil boat. But he gets his comeuppance. He loses his arm. The whale he was trying to kill turns the tables on him and like takes off his arm. With,
Yeah.
like, wires
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
because he was missing a bit of his fin too, wasn't he?
So he's gonna have like a big claw made of.
Adamantium. Unobtainium?
Yeah, it has like a big claw arm made of vibranium.
Vibranium, yes. What's adamantium? Who did
That's
that?
Wolverine's thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. He's probably. I just sort of assumed he was dead, but that's right. They really show you that his arm got cut off, so he's probably going to come back.
Yeah, he's gonna get those whales.
Yeah, with his avatar arm. He just gets an avatar arm. Not so he just has like one really huge arm. That's twice the size of a normal arm.
You can use it to pilot dragons.
Yeah.
And the fight, and yeah, they had like this big fight scene at the end. Well, like I guess 3 big fight scenes for. I guess it's gone on for like an hour or something because first they had like the fight with the tribes and the boats, and then they went inside with the kids and the soldiers. And then
Yeah, I guess the first act there's a bunch
kept
of
doing it.
action when they first invade, and then the second act, like the big middle part, is just them, like fiddling around with the ocean, and then all the action starts again for like an hour.
Yeah, then you got like the main characters in there, and the one with they have like infinite arrows,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, it was like a very '90s sort of story. So like an environmentalism story,
He may have written all the scripts in the 90s, I guess.
probably. But yeah, I guess that's all I have for notes. What do you have?
I'm going to try to get Kitty here somewhere.
Where is she?
Cat, do you want a treat?
Oh, she's over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Sleeping.
I hope you're not sleeping. Oh.
Okay. An eye open.
Oh. So if she was sleeping, I would just put this in front of her nose and see if she...
Oh. Oh, there you go. Try to bring her behind the thing here.
Come here. Come here. Come on. Yeah, you know how to get up here, Cat. Come on. No? You don't know how?
You want up?
There. Oh, no, there's too much junk
No.
up here.
Oh no, the cat. You're ruining the shot again. Cat.
Kitty. Oh, no.
Uh,
Can you see her?
yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Mm,
There we go.
so what would
Kitty gets treats.
Yeah. I guess that's all I have.
All right. So what? Just wrap it up, I suppose.
Do you have anything? Any notes?
Oh, I already said them.
Oh.
Yeah, about fat avatars. Sigourney Weaver is playing the character. Talk about accents. New unobtainium. Oh yeah, make up the brain stuff in the ocean. Yeah, I said it all, I guess. It's kind of long. I may want to try to see it in 3D. It may be better in 3D. Because it's... Yeah, the story's kind of boring anyway, and it's long, but it's got action. It's... I guess we can't say what the 3D's like, but if you're not going to see it in 3D, you may as well just wait till it's on Disney Plus anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 hours long, and you'd probably rather be able just to pause it as you go along.
Yeah, just maybe wait a month. It'll be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah.
So I give it... would I recommend it? I would. Yeah, if you like movies, it's fun enough.
Now,
If you... there's... I don't know, maybe there's Wakanda if you don't like Avatar. There's not much
it's
else
about the
out.
same thing though.
Yeah.
They even have avatars in there I heard they have like a blue fish people in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And water as well, right?
So, well, wait a month and watch
I think you got it all.
Wakanda on Discovery Plus. Me, I don't know. It's well, if you liked the first Avatar, you already know if you're gonna see this or not. If not, then I probably wouldn't bother. It's not really one of those.
If you like the first Avatar, they actually like develop things further, and I like the fact that they really went with all the different kinds of hybrids as well.
Yeah,
I thought that was really interesting. That's what you got to do with a sequel.
yeah. It's not really one of those like huge event movies that you used to have. Oh. Now I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh, there's no projectiles, I guess.
Oh no. Yeah, it's like I don't think this is going to have like a huge cultural impact like the first one did for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it wasn't really like it was like a huge movie for a little while. Like it was a big, or well, I wouldn't say really cultural event or anything, but it didn't. It was sort of a huge thing for. It was like a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
No, it was really huge for like a couple of weeks, and then people just forgot about it.
That's right. It was like a fidget spinner, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, because I can't really think of any kind of quote or meme from the first movie. Oh. Oh.
That's my favorite one.
Oh.
She does that quote like 3 or 4 times in this one because she has a bunch of her kids die.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, do it properly.
No.
Just. Well, maybe I shouldn't have sent my kids into a firefight.
Because and she screams like that when the Tree of Life gets destroyed in the first movie.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. Well, I don't know. Was a long 3 hours. It was fine, I guess.
Could have been cut down to 2 hours because most of that was just like filler with like the swimming montages and stuff.
Yeah, no, but yeah, actually I was saying this. James Cameron though was like a director with a ton of filler before it was acceptable because all of his movies were like 2.5 to 3 hours long, like in the 90s with like Terminator and I named True Lies and what's the other one he did in the 90s? Titanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he was the like the first one to do that almost. Before Peter Jackson even.
Yeah.
In fact, Titanic is probably what allowed for Peter Jackson to have a 3-hour movie for his trilogy.
Maybe.
For his Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I guess you already know if you're going to see it or not. You don't really need me to tell you. Well,
there's worse movies to see. It's good movie noise and visuals anyway.
Well, maybe if you like put it on in the background and do something else. Like I wouldn't really go to a theater and sit down to watch it for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Unless you have like 3 hours of if you need to, if you're like waiting for a bus or something, or you're waiting for like a plane or whatever, and it's probably. But yeah.
Yeah, like it's too bad they didn't come out with the other guys. I hope they do because they got like fins on their arms and like they're different creatures.
Oh yeah, they're like aqua blue.
Well, that was one hybrid they didn't have. They didn't have like an aqua and a forest and a human all mixed together.
Well, probably will in the next movie.
A man, bear, pig.
They probably will in the next movie.
Half man, half bear, half pig.
Oh wait, no, he died.
Who died?
The older son.
Oh yeah.
Was was gonna get together with the
Probably the
With the
princess.
Chief's, with the chief's was gonna get together with the chief's daughter, but then he died. So
Yeah.
spoilers. So I don't know.
I guess she needs a stand.
Yeah, there's stands in here.
Well, I don't know. I don't have much else to say.
It'll work out. Yeah. So, what about you, Colonel Evil? How about you, Colonel Evilman? What do you have to say about it?
Because I was in this and Avatar 1, I am one of the highest grossing actors in the world.
Yeah.
So is the scientist buddy of his that has a cameo. He's one of the highest grossing actors in the
Yeah.
world.
Well, I was in Terminator Revolution.
Oh, yeah, Jake Sully here, or what's his name?
And I was also in.
Whatever. But yeah, he's in a
Yeah.
lot of billion-dollar movies, isn't he? This other guy.
Well,
Who's
Two.
like no one. Sam Worthington, yeah. I think his day has come and gone. Oh no, that's right. No, he'll always have a day because he's got Avatar.
yeah.
So yeah, he's set, I guess.
Now I will fight you in your mech.
Is she in other movies?
Zoe Salamil? What was her name? Zoe Salamil? Salaman?
She's not like a Ura or something, is she?
Yes.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's Gamora.
As this.
The green one.
Is she, oh, okay. Oh, she's in lots of. Oh, yeah, she's in lots of stuff where she's hidden behind makeup.
Oh, yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
she's a proper actor, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Where's your nature now? Get there.
Iron Man. Oh wow, she's in lots of things.
I was defeated.
Amsterdam.
Oh, I need to call nature to help me fight the humans. Hey, help nature.
Help nature. Help us. Nature. Help us. Defeat the machines with plants. Oh, I thought you were going to get something out that would defeat the machine.
But the power of... You know what's stronger than the power of blue is the power of green.
Oh yeah, I bet you these guys could be somewhere on Pandora just hanging out.
Yeah.
You just haven't seen them yet.
They need more like monster people.
Oh no, we need Splinter to he needs to charge Splinter with his gun, and then Splinter needs to take out his nunchuck thing and
I don't have Splinter here.
put him over the edge of the building.
So I don't have Splinter here. So you're gonna have
okay.
to fight the turtles. Yeah.
Super Turtle Ninja Power.
Power of green.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Power.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ninja Turtle Power. Power of the half shell.
Yeah, your half shell is no match for my mech suit.
Oh, I guess he won in the end anyway.
But we need to call in the bigger guns. Hey,
Optimus Prime!
you and your mech suit. I am a mech suit.
Save us, Optimus Prime.
Okay.
No, I am kind of a cyborg. I'm no match for a full machine. Rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Because I don't have a laser gun. Oh. And oh no. Oh, I'm going to die now. It's open.
Optimus Prime punch.
Ah.
Right into the squishy human. Yeah. Take that. You know, I would watch like an Avatar versus Transformers movie.
And then
That'd be pretty fun.
And then there's the Colonel just flat on his face as the other video game characters come in solemnly to take him away. Do. See you in the next movie as the Avatar. Do.
Goodbye.
Turtle power.